facilitate the beginning of the meeting so that we can get a new chairman, and then I will be turning that over to the new chairman. Call to order, please.
Kyle Wade.
Here.
Shelby Thomas.
Present.
Ross Levenstein. Randy Jones. Here. Monica Treat.
Here.
Okay, we do have a quorum. All right, the first item up is selection of the new chairperson. According to Ordinance 649, Section 3, subsection A, the chairman will be the senior alderman, and if he declines, then the commission shall determine the chairman. We have 2 council members. They're no longer called aldermen, they're now called council members who have the same level of seniority. That would be Council Member Thomas and Council Member Wade. Council Member Thomas has taken his name out of consideration because he is on another committee with the same terms, and he will be over, and he will be the senior person over that committee. So that leaves us with Council Member Wade. Do you accept the chairmanship, Council Member Wade?
I do.
All right. Councilmember Wade is officially your new street committee chairman. I pass the gavel.
All right. Thank you, Mayor. We will get through this. Be patient with me. We'll work through this, and I know y'all will be good to help me out with some of this if we have any questions about certain things. Next thing on the agenda is the approval of the minutes from our last meeting, which was actually in August. I suppose everybody's got a chance to look over those. Is there any questions or any comments about those minutes? Okay. Get a motion to approve those?
Motion to approve them.
A second? Or do we need a second for that?
Yeah. I'll second.
Okay. Do we need I don't know if we need a. Yeah. All in favor of approving those minutes, say aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Okay. All right, those are approved then. Next item up is the budget review. Should have that in front of you. Most of you would have gotten that a week or so ago too, to look through that. Is there any questions or any comments about any of that? Okay. Brian, do you have anything to add, anything that you know of with that?
I don't have anything to add. If you've got any questions, I'll be glad to answer them.
Okay. Any questions? Good to move on from that? Okay. We will move on from that. With Public Works update. Lon, is that you?
That would be Brian.
Brian, okay.
The Public Works update, you should have the superintendent's report in your packet.
Mm-hmm.
It's mainly consists of leaf pickup, and there wasn't a lot of street work took place during leaf collection season, the latter part of the year. But if you have any questions about it, I'll be glad to try to answer them as well.
Okay. Anybody have any questions about any of those? No issues or concerns. We'll move on then to the street updates.
Okay, for the Jacksonville-Cato Road Improvement Phase 1, we're still on schedule with an anticipated completion date of 2025. So far, the contracted amount is $9,463,303.90. And we have been invoiced 61% of that for $5,705,384.79. Things are going real good. Last week, the concrete company workers, subcontractor, got a lot of box tops done, and you'll see some pictures of that in the back. Really laying a lot of pipe down by the school. We completed a concrete or a gravel driveway, sidewalk for the kids to walk down. And that's pretty much all there is for phase one. Any questions? Phase two, we're at 100% complete on our negotiations for right-of-way acquisitions. We've got several of them that are, one of them that's still left to go in court. We've got some asbestos abatement to do on the two houses that we bought that we're gonna also demo here shortly, probably next week. And that's about all that we've got going on that. The environmental reports are going along. We're gonna have a public hearing, public meeting at the church in Gravel Ridge. We'll announce that date and exact location when that's ready to go. We have to get approval from RDOT for the materials first. So things are moving right along on phase two. Utility relocations are about to start. Good things. Now,
Are we, excuse me, Lon, on the, actually on phase one, are we still looking good at August date, as far as we know?
as far as we
Obviously.
know, that's the official date that I've got right now. There
Okay.
is talk about we might be a couple weeks past that.
Yeah,
But that's not documented yet.
sure. Okay, thank you.
And I've got a little non-bond project down here on Farm Ridge Road, which is in Miller's Glen. We completed that project. We accepted the road 2 years ago. And about halfway through it, 6 months, we noticed it was crumbling. So working with Harper and Public Works people and Attorney Steve Cobb, we got the contractor to rebuild the road again. So that saved us a whole lot, about $100,000, didn't Brian estimate for asphalt alone? And unfortunately, at the gate area of Fern Ridge Road, the asphalt company is going to mill it out and do it again. So that's 3 times that they've done it.
Wow.
So
Okay.
just wanted to thank everybody from Public Works and Attorney Cobb for doing all that for us, with us.
Thank y'all for going after them and saving us the money. Thank y'all for doing that.
Absolutely. All right, any other questions for Lon on any of that? Okay. That takes us into some old business. I'm not sure some of these may not be anything to update on. Brian, you may be a little bit more familiar with this. Is there anything to add about the sales tax project updates?
That was me.
That was you, that was part of the street updates, okay.
Right, Lon just covered that. The
Okay.
Kellogg Road drainage is really probably an oversight on my part. I think it should have been pulled off. You know, we presented a cost estimate the latter part of last year, and I think the consensus of the committee that was that, you know, it just right now there just wasn't funding available to do anything with that at this time. So I think we'll just pull that off. If things get to looking better at some point, we can circle back to it.
Okay.
And the traffic calming speed cushion policy, the ball's still in our court on that. I need to, we're going to rework it, bring some suggestions to you at some point. Of course, right now there hasn't been a lot of requests for speed cushions. So we just hadn't had time to get to it, but we will, and when we get all the edits made, we'll bring it to you to kind of discuss it at that point in time.
Okay. Yeah, and I agree with you, Brian. From my recollection too, about the Kellogg Road drainage, I think we decided to kind of pass that for now, so. Okay, going into new business, let's talk about the frequency of street committee meetings. As evident by the last set of minutes being from August, it's pretty evident that there's not necessarily anything each month that we need to talk about. Brian, I know that, I don't know if you want to talk about what your proposal is.
Well, my thought, kind of what I would like to see, or just my opinion on it would be, we would meet still on the second Thursday of the month as always, but do it, in January, April, July, and October, and then we could always call a special meeting if there's a need to meet in between those times. And in doing it that way, it kind of frees that, busy time for everybody doing things with their families. And, November and December, you wouldn't have a meeting those months. Mm-hmm. But that's just my opinion on it. And y'all can kind of take it from there on that.
I think I probably agree. I mean, there's no point in us just having a meeting just to say we're having a meeting to say we met. And also, I think it kind of looks bad canceling the meeting just because we didn't have anything. Just having a placeholder.
I agree. And
then canceling it because we didn't have anything. It looks better to call one if we need to call it. It's just my personal opinion on that.
Okay. Monica, you got anything you want to add?
I mean, preach, Shelby, preach.
So I said what everybody was thinking, huh?
I think that's what the majority of us was thinking. Randy, any thoughts from you?
No, I think it's fine. I think he's right.
Okay.
We meet when we need to meet.
I agree with that too, and I think that's been vetted. There's no ordinances or anything that keeps us from making that decision. I guess to go ahead and make it official, let's somebody want to put that in the form of a motion, and we'll vote on it and get it official. That
I motion that we make our meetings the second Thursday of the month in January, April, July, and October, and as needed if we need to call a special one.
What's the last part of that?
As needed if we need to call a special one.
You always can.
okay? You got a second on that?
I'll second.
All right.
Shelby Thomas,
Yes.
Kyle Wade,
Yes.
Ross Levinstein, Randy Jones,
Yes.
Monica Tree.
Yes.
Okay. Passes unanimously. Does anybody else have anything that needs to be discussed under new business at this time? Okay.
I do not.
All right. Well, how about a motion to adjourn then?
So move.
I mean, a second on that. All right, we're adjourned, and we'll meet in April at this point, unless need be for a special called meeting. Thank you.
Good job, sir.
We will roll through it.